Life feels like it's slipping away, and you just can't figure out what to do. You want to achieve something, but for some reason, you can't seem to get it done. You spend all day watching self-improvement videos, feeling motivated for a couple of days, but then your body just doesn't adapt to the changes that quickly. Your mind keeps telling you that something's missing, that things aren't going well because you're not processing it all. So you think, oh, right, I'll just scroll on my phone for 20 minutes. But once you start scrolling, it just goes on, everything. And then you begin to call out to your goals little by little because your brain is releasing a high amount of dopamine with less effort. Our brains really enjoy that, getting more dopamine for less effort, which I've talked about in my old videos. After that, it's all over. When we lose again, our confidence, self-esteem, everything just goes down the drain. What your coach tells you need to change instead of this. For videos that can fill the emptiness inside us. I really respect their feelings. They want to change their lives, but your mind is already caught up in so many problems. After that, you end up watching motivational videos again. Create a strict routine for yourself and just make things harder. When you can't stick to it, all you're left with is stress and anxiety. Overall, you get stuck in this loop. I go through all this stuff too, but the good thing is, I know how to get past it, and I promise that after watching this video, you'll be able to escape this loop and start taking unstoppable action. In this video, I'm going to share 3 steps that you need to start right after the video ends. The other important stuff can wait for later. Also, stick around until the end because I have an announcement for all my subscribers. So make sure you don't miss it. If you can't watch this video without skipping, that's a sign you're not serious. So, let's talk about some simple steps you need to follow seriously. Step 1, have a goal. I've seen a lot of people work really hard and do everything right, but still not get results because they don't have a clear direction. Having a direction gives you clarity, and that's super important. Can definitely give it a read. It's also mentioned in the Holy Book that whatever you like, you'll definitely get it. If something gets lodged in your subconscious mind, it'll do everything possible to make it happen. It's not as easy as it sounds. Our subconscious mind takes in things from our conscious mind, but our conscious part is pretty weak. You can cover that with the second step. So the first step is to have a goal, and that goal has to be completely yours. Before setting a goal, personally, I think go and pay it back. I delete any videos I have downloaded on my phone and turn off all notifications. If my room needs cleaning, I clean it up. I clear out all my pending tasks and make a list with just a pen and paper. Now, an important step is to grab a pen and paper and write down all your goals. For example, if you have 10 goals, write them down on the paper and pick the 5 most important ones to focus on. And from those 5, pick one that's the most important. The rest can get crossed out. Now, this is the goal you need to focus on, and you should have at least 3 solid reasons for wanting to achieve it. Remember, exercising isn't a goal. It's more of a hobby or a habit. But if you want to see good results and aim to gain weight, then that can be a goal. I hope you've understood step 1 well and that you'll follow it properly. Otherwise, don't move on to step 2. Step 2 is about tracking and commitments. Make a habit tracker for 1 month. No less, no more. If you stretch it out too long, you won't be able to keep up. And if you do it for too few days, you'll still struggle to stick with it. Keep your habit trackers super simple. I don't like the old habit trackers because they get too complicated. So try this one out. Just put the month name at the top of your habit tracker. 1, 2, 3, 4. And also write down the days. Then, jot down your goals and draw a line under each week. Something like this, and your habit tracker is ready. Now you can track each day, each week, and everything you're working on. Put a tick next to what you accomplish, and cross out what you couldn't do. The most important thing is that many people mess this up. Commitment. Write on the next page when and what you need to do and how much you need to get done. Got it? Look, I've also made an important note. During this time, distractions should be zero. Keep your phone, friends, and everything else away. At night, I give myself an hour to plan for the next day. Step 3 is to keep this habit in your pocket, 24/7. This pen should always be with you, and the notebook should stay close too. If these things are out of reach, it means you're slipping back into a bad routine. This is your habit of habits. It's the main thing, or the main building block. Rational scientist Albert Einstein coined this term. Break this one thing, it's going to mess up all your other habits too. If you break this, you'll end up breaking your entire schedule. Just make this into a bad habit. If you follow these 3 steps seriously, every problem you have will be solved at the root. Also, I mentioned I would make an announcement. I try to reply to as many comments as I can, but I get a ton of requests like, make a video on this topic, make a video on that topic. It's not that I ignore their comments. Satisfied that it helps you, I'll also try to stay consistent.